Yo, once again I'm here, Brooklyn Ocho, back with another Stay Tuned, episode 28, man. Whew. Moving on up, feel me? Anyway, back with another Stay Tuned. Today's episode is gonna be Joker, the movie. Finally doing a review. I gave y'all about a week, man, so I mean, I didn't want to put it out too early, and then I'm fucking it up with spoilers. Nah, I'm trying to hear that shit, man. Gave y'all a week so y'all can watch the movie and then come back here and check out my review. Alright, so week is over, review time is in. Stay tuned.
Brooklyn, we go hard. We go hard.
Alright, so I'm just gonna get into it, man. Joker movie is straight trash. Like, I can't. Yo, I'm bullshit. I'm definitely bullshit, man. That movie is not trash. But to start all over, man, let me get into the premise of the movie, man, the basics of the movie. All right. So we start off, Joaquin Phoenix, new Joker, no more Jared Leto, definitely no more Heath Ledger. It's a whole new make on the Batman universe, whole new make on Joker in general. They've said this Joker is not connected to any previous movie or any further movies. The one that's coming out with Pattinson, it's not connected to that. This is his own separate universe, own separate movie. I remember reading a tweet or a message or interview from the director of this movie, and he said, if you are a fan of the comics, DC Comics, you're probably not gonna like this movie. When I first read that, my initial thoughts was this movie's gonna be trash. Like, it's not gonna be good. I don't see how it can be good. Because based with the director saying that, it's like you just fucking it up for everybody. Like, it's not gonna be good. So with me hearing that, automatically I ruled this movie out. Based off of that and the trailer, I probably ruled it in as like a out of 10 stars. I probably gave it like a 4 or 5. I was like, I really don't see how this movie is gonna be good. Based off the trailer, there's no opposing force, so pretty much that means like there's no Batman in the movie. If anything, it would be just Bruce. Sorry, not Bruce, but it'd be Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, probably at that time Inspector Gordon, or whatever he would be. Maybe like a regular police officer, and then just the police force. So I mean, there's nothing to really stop Joker from really doing what he's gonna be doing besides the police. There's gonna be no other villain, no other protagonist besides Joker in the movie. I knew that. So in my head, I'm like, I don't really see how this movie can be good with only one main protagonist in like a anti-hero, super villain type of, movie. But from the trailer, I knew Bruce was gonna be in the movie. I knew from that scene where he was in there and he put a smile on the kid's face right at the mansion. I knew that was gonna be Bruce. So I mean, I knew Bruce was gonna be young. Joker's gonna be at least 30, 35ish, between 30 to 40. I knew it's gonna be a major age gap. So yes, I know where they were trying to go with this movie as far as making Joker and Bruce way different in age. To all the people out there that thought Joker was the actual one that killed Bruce Wayne's parents, no. If you read the comics, you would know that it wasn't Joker. It was a dude named Joe Chill. But if you caught on the Jack Nicholson Joker, then yes, in that movie Joker did kill his parents, which brought the whole hatred towards Batman and Joker. I get it. This movie took a whole different route. I'm not gonna go all the way to the end yet, but I'm gonna start off from the basics. So the beginning, we start off with a tragic life, pretty much. Dude that's just he has a crappy ass job. Let's be real, crappy job, crappy life. Lives at home with his mom's, like getting paid super duper low minimum wage. I mean, it's just I wouldn't like that life. I'm sure you guys can relate to it, which is why I get why they went into a relatable story. They tried to do something that's very relatable to the audience, so it's like I get why he went that route. I mean, he definitely had a mental illness, just the life that he was living. I mean, like I said, the job, the moms, like he had a lot of bad shit on one side, especially the comedy, trying to get better at comedy. So he had a lot of bad shit on one side, and definitely damn near nothing positive on the other side. I mean, it was like the cons and pros were fucking heavy on the con side. It was just nothing there for him to be on the pro side at all that I can think of. Besides the fact that he's alive. I mean, at that point he probably just wanted to die. Or his mom was the only good thing in his life at that moment, at that point. So like, we're gonna go into the process of how he became Joker. I'm not really going to deep dive into every little aspect of the movie, because I mean, at this point I'm pretty sure you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, stop this and go watch the movie, because it's going to be spoilers for sure. But at this point, I'm not going to pinpoint every little thing that happened in the movie, because you've already seen it. So definitely, I mean, he got fired from the job, and at that point after he shot at people, he lost it. But I want y'all to pin what I'm saying right now. So he shot the 3 dudes, right? From that point, he thought it would be bad on his heart. He thought it would bring him to turmoil or sadness, something like that, remorse. But he had none of that. It was just like he wasn't necessarily happy, but he wasn't totally sad as what he thought he would be. It was just like, it's whatever. I mean, I did it. Fuck it. I'm not really ashamed of it. I had to do what I had to do. So after he killed the 3 dudes, it went public. It was like, yo, dude, it went on the news. You know, Thomas Wayne heard about it. He went on the TV shows and everything like that. Dude in a clown mask is how he murdered 3 individuals that used to worked for Thomas Wayne. A lot of the crowd, a lot of the public got into it, which is kind of hitting on in today's world, today's society. Whereas anything happens, man, anything as far as anything as public, either with celebrities or actual social news is going around the world, presidential, anything like that. Anything that can bring a voice to something, as far as like the public brings that one solid article or event to light, that can take over the world, can take over everything. And the fact that they knew it was a clown, now it kind of brought into the investigators. All right, now let's look for a clown. Yo, I heard this dude over here, he got fired from his job, which he was outside, wearing a clown mask. So now they went over there. Kind of some simple shit like that. But this entire movie is so relatable. It's so realistic compared to every other Batman. Not saying this is a Batman movie, but to every other Joker that was in a Batman movie, this Joker seemed more relatable than any of them. A lot of people said they related to Heath Ledger and his morals and his theories on what he said and everything like that. I get it, but this Joker is definitely more relatable to today's world and today's people, today's society, today's audience, whoever is viewing it. It's like, bet I see why he really went from a regular individual, soft, kind-hearted dude to just, man, fuck everything, bro. I'm gonna go ballistic. I'm shooting everybody the fuck up. It is what it is. I get it. One thing that I don't necessarily like, but I see why they went that route. If I was someone who didn't really know anything about Batman, as far as why Batman and Joker has that type of relationship, this key thing would bring me to that point of making me understanding. The fact that they made Joker, or they tried to portray that Joker is Arthur. I'm gonna say his name, Arthur. That Arthur was Bruce's brother. um, that makes you think and understand. Okay, I get it. I get why Arthur doesn't like Bruce. Bruce got the limelight, he got the fame, he got the money, he got the care, the love, he got all of that from Thomas, and he got nothing. He was broke, he was poor, he lived in a shitty ass apartment with his mom's. His mom was sick, you know, diagnosed with I mean, I'm not in that movie. I don't think they said what she was diagnosed with, but we knew that she was ill, at least because he had to take care of her. He just wanted the love and attention from Thomas, and he didn't get that, and he saw, you know, Bruce had it. So growing up, or if it was a futuristic type of thing, like they would make a sequel, I would understand why he has that hatred towards Bruce based off of the relationship that Thomas gave him and what he's seeing on the news and everything like that. I get it. Is that comic relatable? No, because that never happened in the comics at all. But for the sake of this story, I get why they went that route. Another key thing that I definitely paid attention to was the actual illness that he had. He actually had a sickness, a mental illness, that made him constantly laugh, just sporadically. Not he just constantly laughed at everything that was just around. No, he was serious. He had his serious moments, but he had his times where he would just sporadically laugh about anything. It could be something sad, it could be something that was happy, that, you know, something that was actually laughable. But the fact that they made him laugh, have a mental illness where he laughed. I can't remember the name of the illness, but he had a mental illness where he actually laughed. That kind of makes the whole I get why Joker's always laughing type of thing. It's cool. I kind of liked it. I did like it. His laugh compared to actual, you know, Mark Hamill's laugh or Heath Ledger, it's hard. It's hard to really compare those two. Heath Ledger's laugh Heath Ledger's laugh is definitely more sinister, more villain-esque, if you want to, you know, call it that. But Phoenix's laugh is more of something's really wrong with me. Like I have you can tell something's really mentally wrong with this guy based off of the way he laughs, or his body language, the language that he gives off while he's laughing, something like that. But it's I can't really compare these two Jokers. I can't really compare because it's really not fair. If you look at Phoenix's Joker, like his character was way more developed. Being that it is a prequel, I get it, but his character is way more developed than any other Joker you've seen in any movie. Jared Leto, Jack Nicholson, and any Heath Ledger. Like his character is spent more time. If it's his movie, yes, I get it, but this character is way more centered on. He's more focused on. He's a lead role. It's not a supporting role like how Heath Ledger was in The Dark Knight. Like it's not supporting roles. Batman is not in this movie, so the main focus is on Joker. So you see more of an acting, you see more of a performance from this Joker than you have in any other one. So I mean, yes, Heath Ledger did a great job, probably the best Joker we have had besides Jack Nicholson, but I'm not gonna really compare them, because yes, they are playing the same role, but you have more of a not necessarily a bias, but you have more of a heartfelt feeling towards Phoenix's Joker, because he's more relatable to an actual person in real life. You didn't really meet Heath Ledger's Joker until he came through in that the beginning scene, and he's robbing a bank, and it's like, oh, this motherfucker's crazy. Like he was already on some crazy shit. It's like, damn, that motherfucker's he playing all this shit. Like his mind was already on a planning level, on some Saw shit, pretty much. He planned everything out. This guy is not. Phoenix's Joker is not a planner. Like everything, when he shot them 3 people, like that was just by chance. Like he didn't plan anything out really, besides the fact that he went on the television show. He knew he was gonna shoot the host. He knew he was gonna shoot him. I mean, you plan that out, cool, but it's not a grand scheme of things. It's not a grand heist to shoot someone in the head while on TV. I mean, that's something you gotta really plan for.
Thing.
I'm gonna take a skip throughout certain scenes, right? So
Joker.
I want you to pay attention to weather, as far as like how Gotham is even in the comics, the movies, shows, whatever you want to look at, however you want to look at Gotham. Gotham has never really been like a really cheery, you know, sunny type of environment. To me, Gotham is just pretty much just like New York City. So if you want to look at the beginning, yes, it was sunny, it was cool outside, but it wasn't necessarily like summer type of day where it was perfect outside. You see the sun, it was clouds and everything. It still looked kind of gloomy. I did notice that there's only a couple times where it's blatant sun out, like this. It's shining, it's so bright, and it kind of brings like a happy, joyous feeling to Phoenix. So the first time I kind of noticed that it was really sunny outside was when he killed his moms. Right, when he killed his mom, he put the pillow over her. He looked outside. It was glorious outside. Mad sun outside. 2, when he realized he was gonna go on the TV show, and he was going down the stairs, you know, doing his fucking wild dancing and shit. It was crazy sunny outside. Very, very sunny outside. And then 3, at the very, very, very end, when he killed the therapist or his nurse, whatever you want to call it. When he killed her, and he was walking through the hallway, and then, you know, you see the sun shining and everything like that. It's really the only 3 times. There may be a 4th one in there, but I'm not really gonna. I didn't really see a 4th when the sun was just crazy shining. But those were the only 3 times that I saw that it was very, very, very sunny outside. Now you can take that it's just fucking sun. What does that even mean? But I looked at it as those are the only 3 times in that movie, besides the fact that he was with the girl, but you realize that was a fake moment, a figment in his imagination. But you realize those are the only 3 times that Joker, I would say, was happy. I would probably agree to say he was happy at those moments. So at the very, very, very end, I definitely, please leave comments at the bottom, because I definitely want to hear you guys' opinion on this for sure. What do you guys think of the ending? I personally think the ending when he said he was sitting there laughing, and then the therapist, nurse, whatever you want to call her, I actually thought that would have been Harley Quinn. That would have been dope if it was Harley Quinn, but it wasn't. But it ain't Harley Quinn, because I mean, she black. You know what I mean? So when he was laughing and she said, you know, what's so funny? What are you laughing at? And he said, I was thinking of a joke. And she said, well, are you gonna tell me? And he said, you wouldn't get it. And then you went back and forth with the camera and everything like that. And he's sitting there, you know, laughing, whatever. And then that's when you see him walk out. But check this out. So what if when I left the theater, I'm like, what the fuck does that even, like, what does that even mean? Why would he say that? And then it went back to the scene of him, you know, standing on the car, you know, with his hands out, looking around, laughing, and then showed the parents, Bruce Wayne's parents laid out. The guy, you know, definitely shot the parents. He didn't see it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have seen it. He would have said something like, "Shit, my dad died." He would have said something. So I know he didn't see it. But what if the entire movie was the joke, and she wouldn't get it because it's something he literally just made up? So I mean, you're not gonna understand it. You're not in my head. I'm not gonna waste my time telling you this long fucking grand scheme of things if you're not gonna get it. Or you're not gonna get it just means like, I thought about killing you because that makes me happy. Well, you're gonna tell me? No, you're not gonna get it, so I'm right supposed to show you and I'll just kill you. Boom. But it also could very, very, very much mean that he was already in the asylum from the entire movie. He was already already in the asylum, Arkham Asylum, and then being that he's already a fucked up narrator, a fucked up storyteller, because you could tell with the girl. I mean that everybody thought the girl was with him the whole time, and it ended up not really happening. Like he made that whole shit up. What if he made this whole shit up? What if he made a lot of parts in the movie he made up? Like maybe he didn't kill his mom, or maybe he did kill his mom, but he made up the whole story of Thomas Wayne being his dad, or vice versa. Thomas Wayne killed like some random crazy shit. What if his mom just died, and he was just trying to build a barrier in his mind, like a place of solitude where he's taking care of her. Like it gives him peace. It gives him some type of happiness. At least some type of happiness in his life. Like what if something just happened to him and he just wanted to fabricate, or he just fabricated this entire story, and from the beginning of the movie, he's already in the asylum, and he's already talking to this therapist about, or he's thinking, he's fabricating this whole shit in his head, the whole story, his mom's, everything that went on in the movie. He's thinking of that whole shit, and that is the joke. And it's like, my life was fucked up, and this is what happened. And it's funny to him because he always said, my life is a comedy. He always thought my life was a tragedy, but I realized it's a comedy. So that whole shit was a joke to him. Like, damn, I was fucked up. And then I became like, everybody loved me. At the end, he was standing in the middle, like everybody loved him. Everybody was around him, cheering on Joker and shit like that. What if that was a joke? And she was like, she would not understand it, because that's his whole fucked up imagination, his own fucked up mind. And he just fucking killed her. And he's walking out, and then you see the sun, makes him all happy again. Like that movie, I can't really say that movie is trash, man, because it's not trash. A lot of people that I know personally said that movie is trash. They didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie. Initially, when I left the theaters, yes, I did say it was trash. But I expected a more violent, more action-paced movie. Joker going crazy, killing a bunch of people. I expected that type of movie, so I didn't get that. So I mentioned trash, fuck out of here. But after I calmed down, I thought back. You know, the acting was fantastic. I think Phoenix deserves an Oscar, an Emmy, whatever, Best Actor award. He deserves an award for his acting. I think his acting was definitely great. Best Joker, like I said, I'm not gonna touch that subject, man, because this is catered toward him. Like he was on screen almost throughout the whole movie, whereas Ledger and everyone else, it was not necessarily on them. It's on Bruce. It's on whoever's playing Batman. So I mean, the story doesn't necessarily fall on them. Yes, they got to bring the performance to make a good Joker, but they're not the lead role where the camera is always on them. It's mostly about Bruce Wayne. It's mostly about Batman. This movie, like I said, is directly has to be towards you. You got to bring the performance. But Phoenix definitely brought the performance, man. He brought the whole mental illness, psychotic shit, the dancing, like that shit. It was great. The acting was great. But to me, was the movie great? No. Was it good? Yes. Would I want to see it like multiple times over and over? Like I can watch Endgame multiple times over and over. I can watch Infinity Wars over and over and still be hyped, still be amped about it. This movie I could probably watch 2 times max, and that is I'm finito. Can't watch it multiple times, and be satisfied. Like, yo, this shit is great. If you think it's great, please put me in the comments on why you think it was great, on why you think this movie is amazing. Like what brought it out for you besides the acting? Because to me, if you want to just go off of acting, yeah, the acting is great, it makes it amazing, yeah. But besides the acting, what to you makes the movie great and amazing and superb and all them great words you want to use? But that's really about it, man. That's really my take on the movie, dog. I really feel like you can look at this movie as he only made up the girl. Like, the girl's the only figment of imagination he made up to make him feel like he was wanted or needed, or even the mom. Cool. Or you look at it from my perspective, where Because I mean, even if you look at the psychiatrist, like she was black. I think she was younger than the psychiatrist he had in the middle of the movie, beginning of the movie. But this in the same scenario, you know, they're in the office or in an enclosed area. He's sitting across from her. She's black, woman, talking about his life. Like, I feel like he just that scenario, that whole fucking thing, it just transformed his whole fucking surrounding, his old world. He's sitting there like trying to tell her what's going on, but at the same time, his mind is so wild. He's thinking of some other different wild shit that's going on. And while they're talking, while they're in that Arkham Asylum, that little padded room, he's thinking of this whole fucking skit, this whole shit that's going on in his head. And then at the end, you realize, you really come to face that this is the actual reality. Everything else was just he's played that whole shit apart, or how I was just a regular bum ass dude taking care of my mom, whatever. Fuck out of here, Thomas Wayne. Fuck out of here, everybody. I'm busting dudes in the fucking pause. I'm busting dudes in the motherfucking subway. I went on a TV show and I busted anchor in this fucking dome. Like, I just went off. Like, he made that whole shit up, and that's funny to him. It's a joke, but she wouldn't get it because she's not involved in it, man. She's not there with him. That's just my take, dog. Y'all can look at it from a whole different perspectives, whole different outlooks on this movie. But I definitely want to know if you've seen this movie. Please leave it in the comments what you think the ending was. Let me know what you think about the movie. I highly doubt there'll be a sequel. Highly doubt. But they already say this movie is destined for greatness. I read today this movie is number 9 on the all-time great movie IMDb list, or DB, whatever the fuck list. Number 9, really. But that's just I'm not gonna put it as a top 10 movies of all time list. But who the fuck am I? But please, man, if you've seen this movie, let me know what you think of the ending. Let me know what you think of the movie. All right. Definitely a good movie, man. I can't really hate on it. I can't shit on it, say it's trash, but I'm gonna give it the utmost praise and say it was fucking the holy grace of Batman DC movies. Nah, that's just me. Alright, but I'm out of here, man. I've definitely made this fucking video long enough, but there's a lot of shit to talk about this movie, man. I had a lot to say about it. I've been waiting for this movie for quite some time. So I definitely wanted to get my theory across, get my point across, get my views, my facts across to you guys, and kind of make you feel like, oh shit, I didn't look at it from that way, or I thought about that too. Damn, Oach, you know, you're right, But just the whole thought that Joker is not mentally there. Like, he made up the whole female shit. Like, even in the even when he was sitting on a bus. I think it was on a bus. Yeah, he was going to even when he was sitting on a bus and he was going to the talk show host, the talk show. Even when he was sitting on a bus and he was going to the talk show, like I was kind of looking at the different magazines. 'Cause I always feel like they're trying to leave like little clues and hints in the magazines or the newspapers, and just reading a couple of the titles, it was kind of wild, kind of like on some wild shit, some shit that a motherfucker really could make up, you know, if you think about it, or some shit that you really kind of wouldn't see in tabloids. Like they wouldn't put that as the lead article or the lead in bold print on the front of your newspaper. Like, I feel like they wouldn't lead with those titles. Could all just be made up, man. The fact that Thomas Wayne was you know, his daddy could have made that shit up just so he can somehow get closer to Bruce or some wild shit, man. You know, I don't know, man. This movie is definitely something to think about. It's not something you can just watch and get it straight for the first time. I don't think you can. Some people look at it and be like, motherfucker, he only made up the girl. Fuck you, Ultra, you wrong. Da da da. It is what it is. But that's my take on it. All right, so I'm gonna end it right now, B, and then I'll highlight y'all next time with another movie review. I'm probably gonna see that Black and Blue. That looks good, man. The cop where the female cop, where she witnesses a murder, and now the cops are after her because she had on the body cam. So now they didn't want her to fucking bring it to the public, so they can get arrested and all that stuff. Check it out, man. Check out the trailer on YouTube. It's called Black and Blue. Looks good for sure. All right, I'm out of here, boy. Brooklyn Ocho. I'm out. One.